Yeah, there's this guy that is blowing up in Nigeria. He just wrote a book.
Yeah.
What he does is to kind of help men not to simp. He's a young guy, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't
Not
know,
not to what?
not to simp, like, not to beg women, that kind of
Okay.
stuff. And he became popular. And then
Yeah.
people are now angry at him for, oh, how did he become popular? Like, this is what the way social media works. Like, he's saying things that are that
That
are
are his own opinion.
that are sensational. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's sensationalizing a lot of topic,
Yeah.
a lot of his own opinion. There are things that are controversial. Rather,
Yeah.
I think that's the word I'm looking for. And when you say things that are controversial, you draw a certain crowd.
Absolutely.
That maybe believe in you or even hates you. And the more they hate you, the more you get bigger.
Exactly.
Especially,
Because they'll still want to come on your platform and still come and chat crap
they're still gonna
and
look.
come and chat their opinion.
Yeah, they might tag you on a post.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they're chatting shit about you, or they will say something like, let's say that your name is Shola. I think that guy's name is Shola.
Yeah.
Let's say that your name is Shola. They will say Shola did this.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter is picking it up because the algorithm will link all the Sholas, and then the most popular Shola, which is the Shola that you're talking about,
Yeah.
will get all the feedback
Yes.
from that.
Yeah.
A lot of, like, it will become bigger. So it's like,
So there's no such thing as bad press.
there's no such thing as bad press. There is bad press in some, depending on what you are doing.
Yeah.
In this, if you're a celebrity on social media,
Yeah.
there's no bad press. I think that's what Nassim Taleb in Anti-Fragile
Yeah.
was talking about. Like, this is the kind of stuff that's anti-fragile.
Yeah.
Like, if you say good things about him, he's big.
If
If you say bad things about him, he's big.
Yeah.
I mean, the only time he's gonna get into trouble is if he does something that is against
criminal.
the criminal one, or against the woke culture.
But even then, we're just talking about criminals,
Even
swindling,
tweet,
swindlers,
and Tinder swindler.
yeah.
How he's now massive.
He's big. So in a way, we're living in a world where we applaud for the wicked, basically. In a way, because what he did wasn't.
I think the world is optimized for the wicked.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to be kind, just have a little bit of wickedness in you, like, to be like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this. Like,
Yeah.
don't be too kind. The world
Yeah.
the world is not optimized for the
kindness.
the total kind-hearted person
No.
that is always kind and always considerate.
Yeah.
You have to be
100% agree.
ruthless.
Even in this society we live in, let's say, for example, if you look at the benefit system, right? If you really want to make money from the benefits, the
Yeah.
more lies you tell,
Yeah.
right, the more you would earn.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So let's say, for example, for single mothers, a lot of single mothers probably have their partners with them, but they are still going to say that they're single mothers just so that they can earn more. So it's like we live in a world where maybe unrighteousness or maybe lying, the fraud. If you really, really want to make it,
It's a slippery
you have
slope,
to do
though.
something. You
Yeah.
have to do something. Like, I feel like you can't be a billionaire at some point without having to cut a small corner. There's something that you must do. Do you know what I mean? So
You see, that's very
It's crazy.
dangerous. It's very dangerous because what you just said now is the mentality that a lot of people have. But
It's the precedents that I look at, isn't it?
yeah.
Because I look at, okay, cool. Do we have a billionaire? Maybe Elon Musk. Maybe Elon Musk might be our exceptional guy. That
I don't
but
think so.
even then, maybe
I mean, we're not people that were saying that his dad owned, like, the whole story about Elon Musk.
Yeah.
What we know is that from Africa, South Africa,
Yeah.
to Canada, and then to the US, and then
so many Africans can claim him.
yeah, he's African.
Yeah,
for real.
cool.
You understand? But obviously, he's white.
Yeah.
So what white people did in South Africa.
Yeah.
And what they've been, the fact that some of the things that they own today, how they actually got there. You
Yeah.
understand? How they actually got that ownership.
Yeah.
So that's why some people attack him. Some people that don't like him will say that, because he normally say that, I think his story was like when he got to the US, he had only $100 or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. But the people are like, yeah, your dad owned mines in flipping South Africa. It's not like you were living in Soweto ghetto in South Africa, and then you are so brilliant that you came out from the ghetto upwards.
Yeah.
So I guess even Elon Musk can be, but then even Elon Musk, he's not the same person that is so ruthless when he sack people. Like I mean, you got a lot of lawsuits, you know, that like employment thing that an employee is not happy with the way that he was dismissed or the way he's been spoken to, or some even racial. There's even a racial case that the Tesla settled recently.
Yeah. So then it goes. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to. So I'm trying to say that okay, we live in a society whereby most billionaires somehow, some way might have small or big skeletons in their closet.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And
with
it's not an attack on billionaires or on people that are wealthy. It's just I'm looking at the way the system is built.
Yeah.
The way we are living. I think your one of your friends said something that will always stick with me.
Yeah.
He said that it is who doesn't know that pays more, isn't it? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So there is and someone who has found a loophole in a system, is it really defrauding the system? No, he's found a loophole. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He might be benefiting from the loophole that he's exploiting, and he might not actually be righteous, but he hasn't committed a crime. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like we have that little gray area where people will not break the law, but will test how far they can bend it.
Yeah. I mean, I totally agree with you. But what I was saying is, I used to have the mentality of, look, don't do that, don't do those things. Yeah, like try as much as you can to be upright.
Yes.
But then when I started looking into the foundation of this westernized world, because we live in a westernized world, no matter how you think about it, is the UK, US, France, Germany,
West.
West.
Yes.
Especially for us from Nigeria, English-speaking part of Africa.
Yes.
So
West Africa.
West Africa. Yeah. So funny. So I started looking at the foundation of the system we live in is all about looting, exploiting, and slavery, and like that's the foundation.
Corruption.
Is corrupt. Is a corrupt or an already corrupt foundation. So it's very hard for you to actually make it being upright. And if you try to do that, you are being a fool, because it does seem as it will come across as if you are trying to become a people pleaser.
Yeah.
Which is one of the things I struggle with, because for me, I wanted everybody to be okay. But everybody don't need to be okay.
Yeah.
Like there are gonna be some people that hate you, despise you, think you are full of shit,
Even
and then
though
there are gonna be some people.
you want that same person to be okay.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. And then there are gonna be some people that will be like, okay, I understand what this guy is doing. I understand him. And I think people like that, once you stop thinking about pleasing everybody, don't break the law, don't do anything illegal. But if there's a gray area, you have to exploit it, because they don't care. Like the people
Nobody
that you
cares.
think, the people that you think you are actually, you are thinking about, you are considering, don't care.
Yeah.
If you don't kill someone, if you don't end in someone dying,
If you don't steal from that
if
person.
you don't steal from that person, but it's a system that was built and you exploited the system.
Yeah.
The world is built on exploitation. In fact, everything that is happening right now is
built
even
on exploitation. The whole
know?
West was built on exploiting.
Yeah.
And up to right now, they're still exploiting countries.
They pillaged countries and use it
still
to
pillaging. Pillaged and still pillaging.
Yeah.
So that's the crazy part of it, because now it's like, okay, cool. Your righteousness can only take you so far, which is actually sad, because then it is like another beast, like the feds. It is like another beast that we continuously feed, and so we become conditioned that okay, it's actually normal to exploit. It's actually normal to dominate. It's actually normal to subjugate the weak. And say okay, this person is weak. Let me go and exploit them. It's normal, and once we normalize this, it's almost like I feel like we cease to be human. I feel like as we are growing older, we are losing a lot of our humanity, because I come from a culture where we share everything, and from the beginning of my age, we share things in one bowl. So let's say, for example, if there's food, right, the food will be placed in one bowl where everybody shares.
Communal eating,
and I love that. Even though at the time I hated it, because some people would take the big meat, and that used to get me angry. But it's like, I love that whole sense of sharing, But now we live in a society now that everybody is so self-centered in a way.
Individualism.
Do you know what I mean?
Individualism is a bad thing. I like individualism,
it's not a
way.
bad thing, but we are losing the balance.
Yeah.
We're losing the balance.
Yeah.
You know, when everything becomes about self.
I think everything that has an advantage would always have a disadvantage.
Yeah.
You understand? So the individualism thing, like I believe that we wouldn't be as civilized as we are today if not for individualism.
Yeah.
You know, because someone needs to be stupid enough to believe that they are smarter than the rest of the world and believe that they have what it takes, you know, to build something. To say, oh, this is a problem, but I am the solution. I am going to build it. You need to have that ego and confidence, and you need to be kind of individualistic about it. You understand? Because if you're looking at from a collective standpoint, then you wouldn't even look at the economic incentives of building something that the whole masses are going to be using because you'll be like, I need to share the money. But I don't think it works.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's what I'm saying. There needs to be a balance.
Yeah.
There needs to be a
I
clear
agree
balance.
with you with the,
so
you know, there needs to be a balance.
individualism, it's part of being original. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like the Bible is not far-fetched when it says that your talents will make way in front of kings and queens. It means that when you believe in yourself as an original person and stop copying others, stop jumping into the bandwagon with others, and you believe that, okay, these are my skill set, these are the value that I can bring into this world, that would always make place for you in this world where you can strive and succeed. Do you know what I mean? So I believe in being individual, you know, but then I also believe that right now we are living in a world where let's take Hush Puppy as an example, right? During the whole COVID pandemic, where he was trying to defraud, I think masks. Is it oxygen? I can't remember.
No, it was the system that they developed in the I think
ventilators.
Yeah, I think the people COVID relief. I think that's the word that you should put it under COVID relief because it wasn't just about the people that deal in ventilation, mask, and all of those things. Ventilators, rather, it was also more of I think they were sharing 2,000 then, so you can build some fake things or even set up something that will enable you to get money from the government. Yeah, so it wasn't just about ventilators, but you're right.
So you see that kind of a mentality of exploiting people that I feel like they're vulnerable, which at the time is almost like
the funny thing when it comes to that kind of stuff. I just feel like the person is not smart enough. Yeah, like I feel like you should be smart enough to play the system without breaking the law. Yeah, you know, Hush Puppy is supposed to be smart. Yeah, you know, but I feel like his smartness, if he had actually channeled it into something else, into doing the same thing but in a way that it does not break the law. Yeah. He would still make money.
The first money that he made, first thing he should have done is bought bitcoins to start with. He should have bought bitcoins.
True.
Yeah, and then
he probably been using Bitcoin, but not to use it as an investment because I think his whole persona was about showing off. Yeah, you know, like he came from the trenches, like from the ghetto in Nigeria, and then for him it was more of I've made it. He thinks he made it, like he has made it. I've made it. I need to show off. I think that's his entire persona. That's why he will spend money going to all the fashion shows, the poshest restaurants, and then he'll be showing you the bill. He will buy the watch and tell you how much he bought it. Like nobody needs to do those things. Like you can buy the most expensive watch and just wear it off. In fact, it's even classier when you wear something like that, and then somebody that knows will then it's only somebody that knows that will know that exactly. Fucking hell, this is a 1 million
watch on your wrist. This is 1 million on your wrist.
Yeah, you know, not showing off, and then trying to confirm, because that's what he does. Yeah, he would buy a Rolls Royce, and then he would show you that this is the latest. It's coming out next year. The one of the people that have it, like you know how he speaks, and the one of the people that have it, like. There's no need to do those things. Yeah. But again, that's the kind of world we live in, because he became super popular, got even verified just by doing those things, and then got invited to a lot of things, a lot of events. Yeah. You know, even Louis Vuitton. Yeah. They invite him. Yeah. I don't know whether he was lying when they say they invite him, but I do believe, looking at the world we are in, they probably invite him. Yeah. You know, just because he's spent a lot of money rocking LV, Gucci, and the rest of, you know.
So we are now endorsers of criminals.
Exactly.
In a way. Yeah. As long as you have not committed murder,
Yeah.
Because rape and all that kind of things, but any other petty crime that you have done to kind of like succeed.
The truth is, the way the world works is,
There's no right and wrong.
Yeah, there's no right and wrong. That one is given. But then the way the world works is, do everything that you want to do. Don't fucking get caught. Unfortunately, that's the way our world works.
And I think that's where we are heading into the crypto, because crypto is one of the easiest places you can actually hack. Said hack as if I can hack, but like you can hack and kind of like get away with some of this crime. And now, I mean, I was looking into Harmony.
What happened with Harmony?
For example, so with Harmony, they got hacked 100 mil, right?
Yeah.
So and
How did they get hacked?
How they get hacked? I think they got hacked by their cross bridge. Recently, they were asked, not told, but they were kind of like, well, not told. There's another word I want to use. Somebody came and said to them, okay, you know what? You have 5 private keys. 2 of your private keys could get hacked, and they kind of like overlooked it. That kind of like gave me that made me think about Terra as well. When Terra, somebody approached them and told them like, look, the way you're dealing with this, it's gonna crash, and they didn't take the advice. It's the same thing that happened with them, But then now they've come and they've said to the hacker, basically, if you're out there, basically, if you return the money, we would want to, we want to know how you did it, and then we're not going to press any charges.
And they were going to pay you some money.
We're going to give you 1 mil.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, to me, it's like, okay, cool. He's committed a crime.
I'll take 10 million if it was me. I'll be like 10 mil. Yeah. I'll show you, because that's 10%.
10% of what I've hacked, But then, what about Axie Infinity? Axie Infinity also got hacked.
Yeah, but again, all these things are happening on shitcoins.
Okay. Sorry, we should have highlighted it.
And the bata of all shitcoin is Ethereum.
Yes.
Is a daddy shitcoin.
Yeah.
And
what do you call him?
Oga bata. He's a Nigerian distant. For our listeners probably wouldn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah. The Oga of all the chief of all shitcoins is Ethereum. And I'm guessing that Harmony is on Ethereum.
Harmony is on Ethereum.
Oh God.
Yeah. So
I think somebody needs to look at how much money
how much money has actually been lost
via Ethereum.
Yeah. Because Axie Infinity as well lost 600 mil.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Do you know what I mean?
Almost $1 billion.
Yeah. So, and I feel like we have all these DeFi. Obviously, DeFi is one place of where finances are being where they are being exploited. Like, the staking that we have. Everybody wants to stake, and sometimes you write a smart contract and you don't write the smart contract really, really well, and then people find a way to kind of exploit it.
Yeah.
That's where we are. That's what we are in now. So it's like these days, you don't find mandem with guns on streets trying to heist what do you call them, bullion van, or you don't find those things these days.
Nobody has time for that.
Nobody has time for that.
Yeah.
Nowadays, all you need to do is have a laptop. And I said it's not difficult to hack as it was before, where I'm talking about traditional systems. I'm not talking about blockchains and etc. It's not before you needed to know how to do it. You needed to be that kid that started hacking the Pentagon when they were 15 years old.
You need to be that smart.
These days, no. You can actually buy the software.
Yeah, I know. You go to the dark web.
Yeah.
You download anything that you want to download, and then target whatever business you want to target.
Not only would they give you the software, they would give you the software, and even that software gets updates. You get what I'm saying?
Latest version.
Yeah, latest version of the software. We find a new ways of exploiting other systems, and then, and then you sit there and then you wait to make your money. So it's amazing in a way, because it's like when I watch this, it just reminds me of John Wick. Have you watched John Wick before?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've watched just one of the.
Yeah, I think you need to kind of it shows you a dual world where you have the criminal world and then you have what we called our normal world, where everybody lives in and everybody thinks everything is all bliss. Everything is beautiful, everything is nice. And you have the criminal world and how the criminal world actually works. And that's exactly how I see it in our world now. I see that we have a criminal world out there, which we might call them the dark web and all that kind of things. But we have a criminal world.
The underworld.
The underworld. Do you know what I mean? I think they need to make a movie about that, the underworld and how the underworld works.
Yeah, there's probably going to be like so many documentaries about that. It depends on what aspect of the underworld, because you look at, the people that pedophiles, human trafficking, and then you look at drugs. Those are all of them are
all sectors.
These are different sectors.
Yeah.
So you come in and you choose the one that you feel like you want to do. Maybe somebody would say, I want to be a hacker, but I don't want to. I can't deal with human trafficking. What the fuck? And then they'll seriously, they're seriously hacking people, hacking businesses, basically. Just to make money. Yeah. So it's different branches, just like you have on
in the real world, right? So that's how I'm saying it. And from the crypto point of view, I feel like because it's a new thing that we're all diving into. I mean, crypto started from the blockchain has started from a very, very long time, but coming into crypto is from 2008, 2009.
Thereabouts.
So how long is it?
Mainstream.
12 years.
Yeah.
Should we say 12, 13 years? So within that 12, 13 years, it's still a very young industry that we've got into. There's still a lot of things to kind of like understand. Even the whole Bitcoin and the economics behind Bitcoin, it's not fully exploited. We can't, do you understand what I'm trying to say? We haven't fully explored it where we can say, okay, we know everything about Bitcoins and this is how our economy would be in the next 10, 15 years or 20 years.
If you go on Bitcoin standard.
If you're on Bitcoin standard. We don't
I think that there are a couple of things that everybody know about when it comes to Bitcoin, like the finality, the deflationary and all of those things.
Yes.
So I think those are the most important things. So that the point is trying to build something based on the known factors.
Yes.
But for whatever reasons, people, again, it goes back to what we were talking about. People want ownership. So they would rather, instead of building some of these things on Bitcoin, they would rather, let's build it on, let's create our own token so that we can assign ourselves 10% of the token and then we can become billionaires. Because if you assign yourselves 10% of the token and then if the token goes up to like $50 per token, just that alone, you become you're gonna worth hundreds of millions of dollars or even become a billionaire. And that's exactly what people are doing.
Control.
So control. All of these ideas can be built on Bitcoin. Some people will say that they've tried. Like, let me give you an instance. The Stacks thing.
Yes.
He is saying that he actually tried. I don't know, but Munib, who is the founder of Stacks, not just him, but he's the main guy, Munib. He said they tried so many years over the years to build a smart contract on Bitcoin to no avail, and then he now decided to build something else that uses Bitcoin. You understand? Which is Stacks that is now existing. Now a lot of Bitcoin maxis think that Stacks is a shitcoin. But then for me, the way I'm looking at it, did he make an attempt? Now, obviously, the smart contracting on Bitcoin, some people are already working on it. Some people, they've released some stuff that they failed that is not really smart. Because what you want is something that is programmable. That somebody can just, this is the language, and then use it to, build a DeFi or a game or something else, something like that. So, but then a lot of all of these other people, they are just building things in order to have ownership because they feel like, we can't control Bitcoin. And I think let's build something
I like
that is easier.
That some people are trying to build on Bitcoin and they're kind of struggling. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. You can't. It
should be hard.
It should be hard for you to build on it so that when you build on it, you would have thought it through.
That's why you don't hear Bitcoin hacks. Like if someone could come and hack my hard wallet or something and take my the system won't get hacked. You understand?
Yes.
The system can't get hacked, and if you build on it, because it's so fast.
You're building on a solid foundation.
Exactly. That's why you don't hear that. So that's why for me, whenever I hear all of these hacks, the first thing I check is
which foundation is it built on?
Is it Ethereum? Is it Ethereum? And Ethereum created a precedent from that DAO hack in 2016, whereby it's like, we just create a new one. Like, what the fuck? You're supposed to be decentralized. You're supposed to be like...
And if you look at all
could have done a patch or
companies
something
that have been hacked, they're all centralized. they claim to be decentralized, but they are centralized in one way or the other.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you have a group of people who are able to control certain
Then there's
aspects,
there's going to be a vulnerability in the
there's
system.
going to be a vulnerability.
Yeah.
The reason why decentralizing was supposed to be secured is because there's no
single point of failure.
There's no single point of failure.
Yeah.
But once you centralize something, then you open vulnerabilities and for you to be exploited.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we are having right now, because even when you look at Axie Infinity, which is supposed to be some part of the metaverse, right? It's still centralized. Do you know what I mean? When you look at Solana, centralized. You know, so where are they claiming all this DeFi from? You know, you're not DeFi.
It's noise. It's noise. It's noise. It's like the Web3 thing.
Yeah.
Look, what the fuck is Web3?
Yeah.
There's nothing like Web3. It's just something that people made up in order to get money from gullible investors.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying if you see a good project not to invest because it's on blockchain and if they use the word Web3, but just know that particular terminology is just something that people made up. What the fuck is Web3? What is Web3? Like, it's one of the funniest stuff that I've seen. And then when you look at pitches, pitch deck of some of these companies, that's the first thing they'll be like, we are building this for the Web3 future. Like, what the fuck is going on? I think I've been swearing too much on this podcast. Yeah, I've been saying what the fuck.
Because some of these things are frustrating. Yeah. Well, you have to use a word that you can express yourself with. You know, so sometimes it's like when I look at Bitcoin, you know, it's supposed to be simple. Okay, I get it. Initially, you could only do 7 transactions. I get it. And then you have like the Lightning Network that came and then said, okay, you know what? We can do thousands of transactions in a second.
And it gets better every time.
And it gets better. So now we're looking at, okay, this is exactly what crypto was designed for, and this is what it's supposed to be done, so that we can do a peer-to-peer transaction.
Yeah.
And then what have we done again? Once again, we found a ways to kind of like
centralize it,
centralize the whole thing. You know, and I think it's because our society is built on centralization.
Yeah, it's what people are used to.
What we are used to.
It's what people are used to. Is the status quo? It's gonna change gradually, but even I think yesterday I was reading a report from I think Harvard or some very smart professors. We are just saying that nothing is decentralized. They were just trying to make a point that decentralization does not exist. I have to read that report again. But
maybe
I'm like,
that to me as well. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, but I'm like, this is they are actually the kind of people that I expect to say something like that. Because to them, how dare you change the status quo?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think? Is it decentralized? Nobody can control it?
Yeah.
Nah, it shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll send it to you later.
Yeah, interesting.
On the other hand, Michael sell about more Bitcoin.
Well, that's what I've been thinking about doing.
Micro strategy.
I'm gonna when paychecks arrives in, buy more Bitcoins. Yeah, it's the best time. I spoke to a friend of mine yesterday and I was like, listen, I know everything looks gruesome right now.
Yeah.
Everything looks gray and, it's kind of depressing. But you have to think about it. Look, when things are at its cheapest, that's when you buy more.
Yeah.
That's when people that are smart.
It's about conviction. If you already believe in something, when the price goes down, it doesn't change. As the fundamental changed.
No.
Like, if the fundamental has not changed, then why are you not buying more?
Yeah,
Understand?
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Any more thing that you want to add? Or should we call it a day here?
We call it. Today was a short conversation.
Yeah.
But, tomorrow we'll come up with more. There's more conversation.
Yeah, so many things to talk about.
So many things to talk about.
Let's watch and see what Harmony, what they would do.
Yeah.
And see whether, because if it was me.
Also, based on yesterday we had a conversation and we're saying, was it a loan?
Was it a loan or was it like
was
a
it
buyout?
A buyout.
Yeah.
And then so we did a research and we discovered that it's actually a loan.
When he's talking about a loan, he's talking about SBF. So SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried.
Yeah.
The guy, the FTS guy that has been buying all these crypto banks
Yes.
that are collapsing. He's been loaning money to them. Initially, I thought it was potentially a buyout.
Yeah.
But I found out that it's actually a loan.
So next time I think we're gonna delve deeper into him, and we're gonna see whether we can find some skeleton in his closet as well.
I don't know.
We've turned ourselves into investigators.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Have a wonderful day. Bye.